Welcome to Exodus Nation.
Movement of the people.
Welcome to Exodus Nation.
It's been a while since I went that far on the intro. I've been cutting it down. I've been getting lazy on it. Like, I'll just play a little bit of it. You know, sometimes I haven't played any of it.
I like that, man.
Yeah, I know you do, because you want it to get you in the mode, or the mood.
The mode. Stealth mode.
No, that worked, actually, the mode.
Stealth mode.
Yeah. Okay, now. See, I'm not cutting this out. This is going to be in there, so that one slipped in.
Man, I think that was beautiful.
Hear it later. Happy Black History Month. We're now in February, because last weekend we were still January time, so here we are. It's Black History Month. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man, I'm trying. Yes, okay.
You're trying to what? What are you trying
Shout
to do?
out there to all the people who celebrate Black History Month.
To all the people who let me ask you a question. I've been wondering this.
Yeah.
As such a, I want to say believer, but someone who gets so much value out of Kwanzaa. Mm-hmm. What about Black History Month? Do you just not? Why? What's the issue? What's the issue? Because, and it's not that I have an issue with it, but I know there's a lot of black people who are like, you gave us a month. You gave us a month and a cold month and a short month.
Yeah, so that's not even my problem. My problem is they haven't given me anything, because I'll search history every day. You know, I'll look at it every day. I don't think that you should. I mean, I guess it's a good highlight for those people who don't care about Black history. You know, this February is for them. It's for the people who don't care about Black history.
That's how you see it?
That's how I see it, because I don't think that, you know, anybody should be limited. I mean, you don't see a White History Month or
definitely not,
or Asian History Month,
definitely
or
not.
You know what I mean? You don't see that. So, you know, it's kind of, again, there's some people who I guess don't care, and maybe that makes them care that 1 month of, you know, out of the year. So
I went to a predominantly white high school. Mm-hmm. And because of that, I was so active. And that's really where my activism started, I would have to say. Because before that, I mean, there was things I did as a kid, but never the impact until high school. And in that high school, we did a walkout that made the local news.
Man,
they had to sit us down and actually come up with the contract, give us what they had to do was they had to institute a place that we were able to gather. Because there was probably like 15 black kids in that school. Okay. And we all congregated in a certain area of the cafeteria together. Okay. Right. And what we wanted a place where we could actually start doing things.
So y'all were looking for a certain program, or y'all were looking for a certain
We had to create the program.
Space area.
We wanted the space, and we wanted the full support of the school to create that program, which we got through the walkout. And then we also got Black history added into the school and credited, because they gave us the history, but they wouldn't credit it. You could take the class or the course, and it was just an extra.
So it was an optional?
Extra. Yeah, optional, but it wasn't going to give anybody a credit. Okay. So we had to fight for that. Yeah, and we got the credit put in.
That's up. Right.
So you actually got a credit in history, because
and rightfully so.
Right. It was a Black history course. It was an entire semester. It wasn't gonna be any other way, because it was just gonna be Black history. So I get the whole point of, it's a month. Black history should be all the time. I love Black history. Right. So when I see it be celebrated, that's how I've always looked at February.
Showcased,
celebrated. And that's why I love February. I just love February. I know that that's not at all going to be a normality in America. I've never thought that America was actually going to care enough to celebrate or teach Black history every single day.
Right.
Right now, there's a school in Utah, and I meant to send you the story, and I should have. There's a school in Utah. They're still doing online curriculum, but the school has decided now to give the children an opt-out of Black history lessons. If kids don't want to do it, they don't have to. It's not even required now.
Only Black history, but as far as regular history, it's still
of course
mandatory.
It is.
Right?
Of course it is.
Right.
So now they get to opt out of the Black history. And okay, that's another reason for me loving February, because there are some people in this world who don't give two damns until February to teach any of their kids. Right. So even though it's not enough, it's not even a beginning of anything.
Yeah, no, it's just like I said about Christmas, man. You know, that Christmas spirit, man, when that gets them, man, that just changes the whole vibe of people who've acted a certain way all year, but right around that Christmas time, and they just get very jolly. I think it's the same thing, you know. There's no awareness at all. There's no, you know.
And Christmas only gets one day.
And they only get one day. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, like you got Kwanzaa. How many days is Kwanzaa?
It's a week.
Yeah, when it comes to Hanukkah, how many days is that? 12, right?
I don't celebrate Hanukkah.
That's why it's not 12 days of Christmas came from. I don't know. I know Christmas gets a day. Every other holiday gets a day. I guess I just feel like it's a holiday month.
Okay.
Me. So that's why.
Well, you got February. You got Valentine's. You know,
I don't give a damn about Valentine's.
Got some Valentine's. Get your candy. Get your candy.
Man, take me to see Malcolm X, and we talking. If I can go see Malcolm X at the theater on Valentine's Day, that'd be my Valentine's kick it.
That'd
sure.
be a Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
that's funny, man.
Or a Black Panther movie. I would love one of those gifts. That'd be fat. I kind of made myself happy.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's.
Fight the power.
So this past week here in Columbus, Ohio, Chief of Police out. Gone. He's gone. No, he's not. I take that back because everybody kept saying fired. He was demoted. Now he's Deputy Chief of Police. And another guy's taking his position until we find a replacement that we just searched for a year ago that cost us a lot of money. So now we're about to do it again. Try to find another chief.
Wow.
Yeah. But
so how does that make you feel, man? I think that you was.
Oh man, I feel great about it.
I was pushing for this time.
Oh
right?
man, I want him fired. But seeing him demoted because you wasn't even ever gonna do it. You wasn't gonna get it right. That's just funny to me. On the other hand, the reason he got fired was primarily because of the cop that shot Andre Hill.
And he was charged this week too, right?
And that made me feel way better.
Yeah.
Way better. So with that being said, no, I celebrated for a night.
Yeah.
Adam Coy was arrested. His hearing was just the other day, I want to say Thursday or Friday. $3 million bond that we know breaks down. It's not going to be $3 million. The Fraternal Order of Police are going to cover it. He's going to get bailed out.
Former Columbus police officer Adam Coy is out of jail tonight, and that was the scene that you just saw earlier this afternoon as he was released.
His attorney successfully argued that his bond was unreasonable, that $3 million bond, the judge agreeing, and within hours, Coy was out.
So now it has to be this trial. He has to go to jail. If he goes to jail, that's when celebration.
Okay, you'll see a little bit of success there.
Yeah, that's real.
Okay.
That's real. So now, at count, we have a new prosecutor.
Right.
There's the two reasons cops have never been charged or put in jail for any of the crimes they've committed in Columbus, Ohio. Is two reasons. Who was the chief of police and who was the prosecutor? Well, no, I take that back. FOP and who's the prosecutor.
Okay.
Okay, that's really. So the FOP lost a lot of footing. That's the truth. Their chief just got fired, and if we get our way, we're bringing someone from outside of Ohio that has nothing to do with our Fraternal Order of Police, and hopefully.
So, are you looking for like main target, like certain type of, geographics are similar, or someone just totally different that has, what do you look for?
I'm not sure I'm not sure that there's anything that's going to make
any criteria at all.
That's going to make it better, or that's going to make it safer. Honestly, now I've heard people say it's time to go with a black woman.
Okay.
We had James Jackson, who was black man. We had Kim Jacobs, who was a white woman. Now they're saying, let's put a black woman in. Let's see what a black woman can bring to change.
Probably better than what we've had thus far. I was just thinking here about how that would shake up the whole police department.
The last person who went, the search ended with 2 people.
Okay.
That was the chief we got, Quinlan, which is a piece of garbage. And then Perry, and I don't know if that's Tyrant. I think Tyrant. I'm going to hack his last name. Sorry about that, sir. But he was the second runner-up. And that was our choices. He was the one from Seattle.
That's right.
He's still saying he's willing to come.
Yeah,
he's willing to do it. So do we have to pay for the money to do a search for a black woman, or do we just go with this black man, put him in, see what he can do?
Right. And
I say
Seattle, though, right? Right.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little turmoil there right now.
Just a little bit. It was just a little bit. They were just misunderstood people.
Word of sister. No. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if Melissa McFadden would ever be chief of police, but
I mean, there's a pick right there, because Melissa McFadden has been through so much understanding of how the CPD works. If Melissa McFadden became chief of police, she understands the core. To understand the problems that are going on, you would have someone who actually could start eliminating where this racism festers, because she's seen it. She knows who's doing what. She knows who's pushing things or sweeping things under the rug. So this would be a leader who can go in and start eliminating the issues automatically, instead of having a leader from the outside who has no clue trying to figure it out. See what I'm saying? That's the only thing I think. Do I want someone from outside Columbus? Sure, I do, just because I feel like Columbus just, I don't know, it rots people from the inside, man. And
ew.
Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be a little bit more positive about my city. I can't.
What?
This is just not the place to be positive about, brother.
Well, I don't think that it's just Columbus that rots it from the inside. I mean, I think that that's something that's, universal. That's happening everywhere. So the corruptness is, we got to do better. Where the problems that we've got here in Columbus, I guess what I'm saying is reflective of what's happening in police departments all over the country. Yeah, I'm not saying there's nothing that stands out necessarily to say because of it's Columbus, this is what's happening. I'm just saying, this is frequent. What you're going right now, your same complaint, there's somebody complaining that everywhere, in a major city.
I'm always skeptical. I don't want to be that way. I want to be positive. I do want to be positive. And for me, what I've seen now, unfortunately, because of the murder of 2 innocent black men, we are now seeing the change in prosecution, which actually that happened before.
Dang, man.
We already decided prosecution had to be changed.
It's unfortunate that's the cost, though, man. But yeah, go ahead.
No, that's what I was saying, because it's still like, do I think we would have had the police chief fired if it had not been for the death of Andre Hill? No. He'd definitely still been the chief right now had Andre Hill not died. And that was because it wasn't under his watch that Casey Goodson was murdered. That's why.
Right.
But on that one right there, we still got the same sheriff running the game. Sheriff Baldwin, Dallas Baldwin, is still running the game of the sheriff department. So he still has his job. The chief's been fired, and the sheriff department is the ones where they need body cams to begin with.
So let me ask you, do you think a year is enough time to be able to change, departments? And do you think that's enough time? Because I just know,
No.
and I know, I don't either.
No,
and
I don't.
mean, I know we need an scapegoat, but are we really looking for change, or are we just wanting to get, vendettas again? I mean, I don't know, man. It just seems a lot more political, even the fight, and then just
Adam Coy has been arrested. Andre Hill's family still has not gotten justice. Even though he's been arrested, he's now has to go to trial to be found guilty of what he's been accused of.
Right.
That's when they're going to have some justice. After that's said and done.
Okay.
Because of the times we're in, because of the high profile cases of Andre Hill and Casey Goodson, we're seeing some results. But there are so many families in Columbus, Ohio, in Ohio, in America, who will never have this satisfaction. They will never get it. The cops who murdered their children, their brothers, their sisters, are never going to be brought to justice, ever. A lot of those cops are still on the job. A lot of those cops go home to their families every night. A lot of those cops are going to retire with a hefty fund and retirement plan. So,
yeah, man. Well, reform doesn't happen at once. It's a gradual thing. And, in words of Tupac, one of us got it, some of us got it. So hopefully there'll be more and more and more. And yeah, there's no way that we can, underplay the fact that there's going to be a lot of families out there that, don't get justice. But through the justice that is happening, maybe even starting with, the Columbus guys that, maybe that'll be, maybe that'll fall like dominoes a little bit.
my heart goes out to these people who are watching this first case ever. We've had one other cop who was ever brought up on charges. He happened to be a black man who killed a white woman. He was charged for sure. And I don't think he wasn't guilty in any way. So we've had him charged. And now for the first time ever, a cop who killed an unarmed black man is being charged. And even though...
yeah, being charged isn't enough, but yeah, that's a start.
No, it's definitely not enough. Right. And I know we can't go back and retry cases. I know that. So I guess in the end, I'm just hoping this is the new way and not just, what do you call it? A fluke, a hot topic for the time.
Right.
But next summer, we're right back to you run, you die. You look funny, you die.
Right.
Your skin, you die. So that's all, I guess, for me when it comes down to the times we are in right now. Yes, I want to be able to be celebratory, but because of those who have already lost and will never get justice, it's hard. For those in the future, then I'm wondering what's the outcome now going to look like. Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
So I want to be positive, man. I want to be happy. I'm always going to be a skeptic just because of the way the times are. And I don't want to be that way. I want to look at, we have change coming.
Hope.